Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 3, Verse 22. Karma Yoga, that is yoga of action. In the last verse, Krishna told Arjuna, Hey Arjuna, whatever a leader does, that will be followed by the people. So you must do action. You cannot run away from your duty. Further, whatever the leader sets as a standard, that will be taken as the minimum standard by the people. That is also one of the reasons why you should not run away from your duty. If an army man runs away, all the soldiers will also run away for some other reason. That is why Krishna said in verse 21. Verse 20, Krishna quoted the example of Janaka and others. We have also slightly touched upon why Krishna did not quote himself as an example. But now in this verse, Krishna quotes himself as example. Because when Lord Krishna quoted in verse 20, Janaka and others, then Arjuna might have thought, Janaka and others, I agree, they were kings, they were discharging their duties. But the problem which I am facing now, they may not have faced. That is why he might have thought in his mind that they may not be, they are good examples, but they were not in the same situation in which I am. My problem is something different, slightly different. I have to face my relatives. That is what he might have thought. So, verse 22, he gives why he sets an example for Arjuna. Verse 22. Na me partharthi kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana nanavaptamavaptavyam vartayeva cha karmani. Krishna says, Hey Partha, trishu lokeshu kinchana. In all the three worlds, avaptavyam. Avaptavyam means there is nothing to be gained or accomplished by me. Anavaptam means there is nothing not yet accomplished by me. He says, Hey Arjuna, in all the three worlds, there is nothing yet to be accomplished by me, or there is nothing not yet accomplished by me. Vartayeva cha karmani. Even then, I engage in action. Krishna says, Hey Arjuna, there is nothing in these three worlds. In the three worlds, most important word. There is nothing in the three worlds that I have not accomplished something or I am yet to accomplish something, but I engage myself in action. This is what Lord Krishna says. I can give you one personal example of mine. Earlier, long time back, when I was employed, I used to invest in share market. Then I lost a lot of money. One of my friend came and asked me, Arey yaar, I want to quit my job. Then I asked him, okay, no problem. What are you going to do after quitting your job? He said, I am going to do business. I asked him, what business? Then he said, share market. Share market mein bahut money hai. A lot of money there. So I know I can earn money more than what I am doing now, he said. I said, no. That's not a good idea because a lot of my friends, I know a lot of my friends during Ashat Mehta period, they lost heavily. So I gave them, my friends have lost. So you don't involve yourself in share market business. That too by quitting your job. He said, no, they may not have applied these technicals and all. So they must have lost much. But he's a close friend of mine. I told him, boss, whatever technicals you apply, Indian share market may this will not apply. You take me as an example. I told him I have lost huge money in that. So then I am leaving it to you. You want to invest, you invest. But this is the I have lost money. I know I have seen the technicals. I used to read a capital market, Dalal sheet, n number of magazines used to come. If those things will not work in Indian share market, then the choice is yours. I left it. Since he is a close friend of mine and he knows about me, he took my word. Then he knows I lost money in share market. Then after some time I called him casually and asked him, "What are you doing now? Did you quit your job?" He said, "No. I have taken your advice. I am not quitting my job. I am not going to involve in my business." Why I am saying this is sometimes if you are close to somebody, personal example will definitely attract more rather than example of some person which you do not know. Same person, the same position, he did this thing, then you get attracted. Krishna quotes himself as a personal example. Why? The thought in the mind of the Arjuna was, see, King Janaka and others, they were all doing their duties perfect. I have no dispute on that. But they were not in my situation. Prahalada might have been slightly in my situation. His father tried to kill him. But the person who fought with Prahalada, fought with his father, Prahalada's father, is not Prahalada. It is God himself, Lord Narsimha. So Prahalada was also not in my situation. That is what he is thinking. Krishna says, when he quotes him as an example, Krishna personally fought with his own uncle, Kamsa, and killed him. That is why Krishna quotes him as an example to Arjuna. Secondly, he says, "Hey Arjuna, I have nothing to be accomplished in this world, or not yet accomplished in all the three worlds. What is there for me?" He is Paramatma. He is slightly indicating that. Not only that, what are the three worlds? Let us see what are the three worlds. Five types we can see. One is the Badala Loka, the present earth we are living. Third is heaven. This is one example of three worlds. The second one is creation, protection, and destruction. That is, these are also three worlds. One is created. Creation is regularly happening and it is getting protected by food or other means also. Then there is destruction also. These are happening continuously. You take any time, any place, these three are always there. This is again second word. Second, you can example. Third one, physical, mental, and intellectual. These are also three words. Something happening physically, mentally by your emotions, and by thought. These are also can be considered as three words. The fourth one is there are three states in which a person is living. One is dream state, deep sleep state, and waking state. These are also considered to be three worlds. So three worlds, and the fifth one is also interesting one. The past, the present, and the future. These are also three worlds. The past, the yesterday is not like today. Tomorrow will be different from today. Today you are leading a different life. These are also three worlds. So five types of worlds which I can think of is that one I told you, Badal Loga, earth and then heaven. That is one. Second is creation, protection and destruction. Third is physical, mental and intellectual. Fourth is dream state, waking state and deep sleep state. And fifth is past, present and future. In all the three worlds, Krishna says, there is nothing to be accomplished by me or not yet accomplished by me. In that case, Krishna says, even then I engage myself in action. Then, generally, we have already seen this. Generally, why people work outside and very hard? Because they think happiness is not within them. If you feel that happiness is not within you, then you want to gain happiness from the outside world. That is why you work for money, you work for power, you work for home, you want to marry, you work for your children for the sake of your children, you want your children to study well. A number of desires. It is going on multiplying one after the other. Once you get small happiness, once you get a 4-digit salary, then you look for 5-digit salary. Once you get 5-digit salary, you look for 6-digit salary. You want to, it goes on multiplying. Whereas a person who has satisfied himself within himself and he is contented with himself, then he will not look for happiness outside. But still, they have the option to perform or not performing action. That is obligatory duties. Everybody has to breathe, everybody has to eat, etc. Other than that obligatory duties, he may perform, he may not perform. Krishna quotes an example by himself that I don't take even a second's rest. I go on working in this world. So you take me as an example. You may have a doubt whether Krishna is really working. Just go to Tirupati, Lord Venkateshwara temple. Morning 2:30 a.m. onwards, night 12. Tirupati Balaji is working. Have he ever asked anything from you? Nothing he has asked from anybody. You can say, no, no, sir, simply he is standing. That is also an action. We have said, even sleeping is an action. We have said, breathing is an action. He is standing. If you think it is easy, just stand for 1 hour continuously without doing anything. Then you will know how difficult it is. Tirupati Balaji stands there and then he is doing all his work for the sake of this world, blessing us. Every time you go and ask anything, he gives you. He comes and asks something, he gives that also to him. So he is going on performing action. Direct example is 21 and a half hours he is working. I think nobody is working to that level, even today. That is why Krishna says, Are Arjuna, you take me as an example. Even though there is nothing to be accomplished in all the three worlds, I still engage in action. So you also don't run away from the duty because you are a king. Again, we will see verse 22. Na me partati kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana nanavaptamavaptavyam vartayeva cha karmani. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Hari Om Sarvam Krishnarpamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana